Welcome to another episode of All Things Santa Paula, Fillmore, Piru with your host, Oscar Vasquez, real estate expert. Today we're here at Bennett's Honey Farm in between Fillmore and Piru. I'm sure most of you that have been traveling through here have seen the Bennett Farm sign on 126. Well, today we're going to feature this business. So let's come inside and take a look. Welcome back. We're here at Honey Bennett Farms inside. We kind of just came by. Joe, tell us who you are, what you do here, and give us a little bit of background of Honey Bennett Farms.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for having me, Oscar.
Okay,
I really
great.
appreciate it. I really kind of handle a lot of the community outreach and education.
Okay.
I think it's important that people really understand the importance of bees and the value of honey. Bees are responsible for pollinating over 80% of the vegetables and food that we eat.
Oh, wow.
So without bees, we don't eat.
Wow.
Well, Bennett's Honey Farm's been around for a number of years. Red and Ann Bennett started on a whim. They collected a hive out of their trees. They loved it and they grew it into what you see today. Since then, Chip and Tatey Van Noy have purchased it and taken it over, and I really believe they're really growing it and increasing its value to the community.
Excellent.
So as you can see, when they talk about busy as a bee, here's just an example.
What is it that we're looking at? What is this called? Is this like the beehive? Or
This is a typical beehive. If you look right here, you'll see the queen. They've marked her. Every beehive has one queen. In the summer, they can have over 50,000 bees working that hive, producing honey, collecting pollen.
Wow.
When you talk about busy as a bee, it really fits. Bees are the hardest working little critters you'll find.
Right. The reason I stopped by is I drive by here every day. I grew up in Piru. I live in Fillmore, and I see your sign.
Absolutely.
And I've always wanted to come in and kind of, what is it that you guys have here at the store? It says tasting and all kinds of different honey. Can you give us a little bit of insight of what kind of honey you guys have here?
Well, when you say what kind of honey, that's a tough question. We have over, I believe...
Is it flavored? I'm sorry, did I say that wrong? Is it kind? Because there's only one kind of honey, but it's different.
So there's a couple of things that are very important. One of the things that Bennett's honey really feels important is that we isolate our floral sources. So you literally can have honey from clover, you can have honey from sage, from orange, we have it from eucalyptus trees.
Wow.
So we really work hard to isolate our floral sources, because then what you get is you get this broad spectrum of honey, much like wine. Some people like wine, they like a different variety. They like a darker wine, a Cabernet, a Merlot, maybe like a white wine. Honey is very similar. You have your eucalyptus honey, which is kind of on the darker, heavier side that people love, that buckwheat honey, all the way to an orange honey that comes from right here, the local orange groves.
Wow.
And it's got a little light
Here
kind
in
of
Fillmore,
citrusy.
Piru?
Absolutely.
Oh, wow.
The sage that we get in Ventura County is some of the greatest sage honey you'll ever get.
Wow.
Right here from Ventura County. Our orange honey, much of it is collected right here in Ventura County. So we bring our bees down here to Ventura County, but also we take them to North Dakota, we take them to Texas, we take them to Oregon.
Wow.
Bees are very well traveled because
Well,
we're gonna follow that floral source.
Oh, wow. I was going to ask you, that brings me to a question. How many bees do you guys actually manage at this point in time?
So there's a couple of things. The owner, Chip, who also has a beehive business,
Oh, okay.
manages over 10,000 hives.
Wow.
So a lot of the honey that we use here are collected from those hives. But we will purchase honey from other local sources.
Wow.
Because the demand for our honey is so great that really we can't produce the honey needed. But the one thing that's very important is we do only purchase honey in bulk that has been, that we know comes from isolated floral sources, is very high quality, is not tainted. So one of the very important things about honey is often they'll put additives and flavorings into it. None of our honey has any additives or flavorings. It's tested We can identify the floral source, so you know you're getting the highest quality honey possible.
Wow, that's great. Tell us a little bit about when someone comes to visit, what's their experience like here at the store?
So one of the things we want to do is we want to make sure you understand what the different types of honey are, what they taste like, and what are some of the honey products. As a matter of fact, you can come here and for free taste all the different kinds of honey. You taste those honeys, then you decide which ones you like. Maybe you have some favorites. And again, I compare it to wine, I compare it to cheese. Anything that there are multiple varieties, take that opportunity to taste it, pick out your favorite.
Wow, is there that many is there that big of a difference?
Yeah, actually what I'd like to do is I'd like to show you some of our different tasters. Would you like to do that?
Yeah, let's go take a look at that.
All right, let's check it out.
So I'm gonna try some of these. I like tangy, so
you like some of those twang? Why don't you try the sage? The sage seems to be a real popular. Try that out, tell me what you think. See how that's got a real nice rich honey flavor? Now if you like something with a little more oomph to it, why don't you try, let me see, try the eucalyptus. The eucalyptus is going to be a little darker honey, a little richer. Tell me what you think about that.
Oh wow.
See that difference?
That is a big difference.
That's a big risk. Now I want to show you one of my personal favorites.
Yes.
We got blackberry out of Oregon, and to me that is one of the most delightful honeys.
Really?
It's got a real sweet taste to it. I like to think it's got a little bit of that berry to it.
Oh wow, that is good.
See, can you see the differences?
Yes. That is definitely good. So
that'll kind of give you a spectrum. So much like with wine, you ask someone, hey, what's your favorite honey? I like sage. My mom, she goes, oh, I love the orange. Other people that we're gonna say, no, I like the buckwheat. So it just depends on what you like. So what I recommend is, come on into Bennett's. Try all of the different flavors and you can decide what's my top flavor.
Oh, awesome.
What's my top three flavors. And the interesting thing about this is with honey makes great marinades, great barbecue sauce. You can do a lot of things with it. So much like this, you can pair different honeys with what kind of barbecue sauce, your marinade. Maybe you want to have something, pair it with some cheese. You know, honey, cheese, and wine. You can pair those.
Wow, that's exciting. Cool? That's so exciting, Joe. I want to thank you for allowing us to come in and interrupt your day. I know you guys weren't prepared for it, but I just want to also have everybody that's looking at this show or watching this show, if you can like and share, if you like the content, please feel free to like it and share it. If you've been here before, comment below. We want to hear from you. My name is Oscarv Vasquez, your real estate expert. If you or someone you know have a real estate question, feel free to reach out to me on the number on your screen. Thank you again for watching, thank you for sharing, and thank you for commenting.
And thank you. Come on the business at Bennett's Honey Farm.
On 126.